G'day, so we're back for another video. So some of you are probably wondering, actually the reality is probably none of you are actually wondering. Okay, so absolutely nobody is wondering what I do with e-waste stuff that I find. Well, if it's interesting, I keep it, but I keep it so that I can put systems together for people who need them, because the place I get e-waste from, I know that it literally just gets crushed up and thrown into the metal recyclers. So all this stuff, all this obsolete stuff, crushed. They don't even keep any of it. They don't even know what the value is. They don't care. So when I can, I recover the odd system. So right now I've got a system I need to build for a friend of a friend. She's going through some tough times, as people are now. So I've got these 2 HPs here. She just needs something just to do stuff online and, you know, work from home type biz. But if you got no money to begin with, how are you supposed to get a computer? So, well, that's what e-waste can be useful for, I guess. So we're going to put together a little e-waste system, and yeah, just there's 2 of them here. Vaguely, it's like an i5, early i5. So we'll probably chuck all the memory into one, test it, clean it, and go from there. Oh, I've got a Wi-Fi card we can put in it too. Look at that. Alright, let's get this guy out. Oh, jeez, this thing's surprisingly heavy. Alright, let's put it down. So we have a dirty HP. It's got a DVD drive. That's alright. I seriously can't remember what I've got at the time. i5 with a V Pro. So we can run a virtual machine. Not. A bit dusty. So, oh, look at that. What the heck is that? Sawdust. So yeah, we'll just blow the air out of it. It doesn't have to be super duper clean because we're not selling it. We don't sell any of this stuff. Put it down there. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It's like a latch full. It's got short form factor. Look at that. It's got 2 PCI Express 16 slots, and they're probably not actually 16. Normal PCI, PCI 1. 2 sticks of RAM, 2 gig. Well, that's not a lot. So we'll see if we can find some more RAM. Probably DDR3. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So a heat pipe cooler. Nice spacing on the fins. I've said this before. You're actually better off with fin spacing. One thing I've noticed is the higher the fins are spaced apart, the more air will flow through and obviously not be as efficient. But I've found, as with these, so look how closely packed those fins are. These things are off commercial self-serve checkouts, and they just act as a filter. They always block up with dust. Usually every 6 months, bang, it's that bad. Let's look at the fin spacing difference between that, and you'll find that, from what I've observed, these ones, the dust will go through the heatsink rather than get stuck on the heatsink like that. So yeah, so I'll just point that out, power it up, see what we got. I remember one of these worked and one of them didn't, so I'm gonna find out which is the working one. One just sounded like a jet taking off from memory. We need a hard drive as well. They always take the hard drives out. Is that a rail? It's like a clippy thing. Yeah. People, if you get someone who drops stuff off in e-waste, do us a favour and just leave the rails in the system. There we go. And the power. VGA power. Alright, let's turn it on. It's on. Ooh, noisy CD drive. I'll probably check that out. I think who's a CD anymore? Nobody. We've got a blue light, but no one's home. Well, yeah, anyway. switches on. Oh, there we go. This is my it's very cold here at the moment, and this screen is like, I think the tubes are on the way out, so it takes a minute to warm up. Just fail. That's right. Here we go. Little tunes playing again. We got F10 for setup on this one. Oh, we get to choose the English. Should we do it in Danish, French? No, system information. Yeah, better than the IBM. So, what hard drive you got? I don't know. Have to look at the start. So we got a. Oh, that's alright. An i5 3.2. Compact 80 blah blah blah. That's alright. Cool. So we should put a hard drive in this. So let's go through our drives. Spare SSDs. Search of incredible. Yes. In my spare SSDs box, I have old video cards because that's what you do. Yeah, where's that from? Can't even remember. An old terrible GeForce 4. So we've got that's out of a friends of a friend's laptop. They also like keeps stash of stuff. Okay, so these are the only spare SSDs I've got. So they're all 120. So I'll chuck this one in for my laptop. Okay, so it's having a look. I don't know if you can see now, but the screen is warmed up. So I can see that, yep, it's got the two gig sticks in it. i5 650 at 3.2. So yeah, that's alright. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's very modular, you can lift everything up. Power supply's got a hinge. So chuck our drive in there. I'm just going to get the other one out and pinch the RAM out of that. I'm not sure it's got 1 or 2 sticks. I'm also going to put more heatsink grease on there because this thing's over 10 years old, and if it's original paste, it's probably dried up and it'll probably work, but the times when it gets stressed, it may thermal throttle, so not a high performance application. So we're just going to go with so what happens when I put things on top of things. We'll just use Master Gel Pro. That's the stuff I use pretty much when it's not a high performance application. Works well enough. Works better than the cheap Chinese garbage you can get. So let's get started. No RAM. So we've got okay. Let's go see if we can find some RAM. Well, 4 gigs is probably enough, but not that much stuff sitting around. Let's use some up. Alright, so what do we got here? Pentium Pro? No. Hard drives. RAM should be around here. What's that? Ooh, SSD. I always buy stuff when it's on special, so. NVMe drive, and here we go. So this is the RAM I got back when I bought I did a video on it. A 1660 Super for like $150 or something stupid, and this is what I got. And I got a full refund from eBay, PayPal. So yeah, let's use this. This is DDR. It's 1600, 4 gigs, so that'll bring up to 8. Won't be dual channel, but it's not doing anything high performance, so it should be all good. Okay, so let's turn it off. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's like little hingy things to get to this whole area. Alright. I don't even know if this memory works yet. I haven't actually tested it. So a free stick of DDR4. And it's going in a free computer. So thank you to the Chinese company who donated this RAM of VASKey. Okay, so we've got, this is really weird, it's got 1, 2, oh. Okay, so this is really weird, it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, according to the little label down there. I don't know if you can see that, but doesn't matter, we'll just chuck it in. Put air in there first. Yeah, look at that dust coming out of that memory slot. If you ever do memory, always make sure you clean the slot out. I've actually done work before where I've seen contractors upgrading RAM and there's huge chunks of dust. Actually, I'll see if I can find the photo. If I can find it, it will appear now. If not, let's keep going. Okay. Put RAM in. So this sticker 1600 will only work at 1,333. That's perfectly fine because we just want 8 gig, not up to high performance. This thing's not even going to be used for gaming. Just Word, web browsing. Alright, yeah. Should be right. Should be right, mate. Alright, let's get this heatsink off. Yeah, that kind of comes off like that. Cool, that's pretty easy. CPU fan, oh, that doesn't feel good. Might see if I've got a spare 80mm fan somewhere. It's got PWM control too. Really small heatsink. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get it off. Oh, it's got flat blade, or that's bizarre. Yeah, that's dry as it's like crumbling off. Oh, it's a little bit. It's like dusty. It's kind of like chalk. It's not completely dry, but it's dry enough. It's not that great. So before I do that, don't want any dust getting in that socket. It's not even that. Yeah, I suppose it was well applied. Yeah, it's dry as. It's like chalk. Alright, so let's clean that off and give it some new paste. Emulsify. So there we go. I5 560. Do the heatsink. It's already off. Alright, so just gonna give this a quick blowout. It's actually, like I was saying before, there is not a lot of dust in this. And judging by the inside of it, if you can see it, it's like quite dusty in there. It's dusty in the shroud. I don't think this is being cleaned out much. It's probably been in an office environment. But as you can see, there's no dust in that the heatsink itself. It's quite clean. But there is a tiny bit, so I'm just going to go blow all the dust out off camera, and I'll be right back. Yeah, that's definitely causing some airflow issues there. Bearing sounds a little bit worn. I do have a 80mm fan, but it doesn't have, it's just a 12-volt one. So I really want to stick with a PWM fan. Yeah, I can feel the bearing. A bit grindy, but what should we do? We either run a fan flat out all the time, or I think we'll just fix this one for now, and I'll let her know. But if it gets noisy, I'll just drop around another fan in it, not a big deal. Well, that's all drying. We'll put the processor back in. Let's put the processor back in. Notches are there and there. Other side. Pay a fee or something. So cool. Mounting this SSD, I think I'm literally just going to put some double-sided tape on the bottom, stick it down there. I'm not going to fashion any brackets or anything, because quite simply it's just not worth it, and when it breaks down I'm probably the next one that'll see it anyway. There we go. I'll leave that up. Let's put all this shroudery back on. Cool, so I'll just wait for plastic to dry and put it back. Okay, so it's been drying all day, and now we have to re-grease the fan. Get some light going. And there's my bearing. It looks like a sleeve bearing. So let's pump that full of grease. Well, not pump it full of grease, but I used to have different thicknesses of silicone grease, and I don't have them anymore. I've only got this stuff. I've got one choice now. The more worn the bearing was, I found that using a thicker grease would make it a bit better. Kind of like a worn engine, I guess. If your engine wears out, you need to use a thicker grease. Nice little grease cap. Stick that back on. Sweet. I like these little rubber. I never used to put those on, little rubber grease caps. Oh yeah, I can feel that. That feels deep better. Cool. Let's reassemble it. Okay, so I'm trying to remember how this went. Put that in first. Right there. Okay. So if you remember, I showed you before, this whole intake area was completely congested with dust. Plus combine the dry heatsink paste, I have no doubts that this thing was probably running pretty hot, and that probably is why it was running poorly, and they probably said, oh well, it's 10 years old, let's get rid of it. Poor computer. Oh, which way is this going? Oh, that's pretty good, it just sits, just a shroud that's literally held down by these cables. Too easy. Oh, there's a dust bunny in there. Look at that. Ugh. Swings back. That DVD drive, we're going to do something about that. We have. Which one do we use? This one. Yeah, it's funny, not that long ago I had like literally 20 or 30 DVD drives. I just gave them all away. What do you want a DVD drive for? And again, we've got funny screws. Let's see. That wasn't right. There we go. Oh, that sounds rattly. Just take a look at that after. Imagine finding $2 in there or something. Yeah. Yeah. Down. Look at that. Good as new. Nice and clean. Re-greased. New hard drive. That's all I have to do is power it up and get Windows installed. Oh, look at that. Right way up. Cool. Let's power it on. Where's the button? Is there? Alright, hopefully. F10, I wonder if it sees the RAM. Something about BIOS complaining about something. English, please. System information. And 8192. Flex mode. +2. Total of 8. Sweet. Storage device configuration. That's right. Cool. Security power. Advanced. Lots of advanced. Overclocking. That this has overclocking. Oh, that's pretty cool. Execute memory test. We'll do that. Let's do a memory test. System reboot. Alright. HP memory test. Have a look. The keyboard error. Please make your keyboard. Well, it is connected. You may need to replace your keyboard. It will work, so. All it's doing is counting through the RAM. If I press escape. Bit of a quick memory test. Let's go to the boot menu. That's almost finished. Come on. That's all it was. Wow. It's a very comprehensive test. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Let's see. Replicated setup. Nice. time and date. Actually, the right time and date. Apply defaults and exit. Sounds good. Yes. Now, what was the boot? I can make this a really boring video, if not is boot, and just show the entire Windows 10 setup, and I'll do it from CD, so it's like painfully slow. Boot menu. Popped off here. Yes, I know about the keyboard. Mismatch, blah blah blah. There we go. USB device. Just a simple. Ooh, 64-bit. Go hardcore. There we go. Alright, this is not very interesting now, so I'm just going to load Windows, and I'll see you back once it's loaded. Okay, so Windows is all installed now. Not activated or anything, so I'm going to plug our Ethernet in, make sure Ethernet works, number one. Number two, do the drivers and activate Windows, and I'm curious to see if it's still got the, shouldn't have shown that, oh well. That doesn't matter. Windows Vista, oh, there's a free key there if you want Windows Vista. Do you want? No, I don't. Alright, so we'll let that do Windows updates and everything. And let's see if we can upgrade get the Windows 10 license for free using this license. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so little bonus, someone had already activated Windows 10 on this, so it's activated. I'm not looking at that screen now, I'm just looking at the model number because I'm going to get the drivers for it. From the other computer, chuck one of USB. Yeah, so that's good. We've got activated Windows. I've installed K-Light codecs and 7-zip and a few other little things. I'm going to run some diagnostics. So I'm going to put my USB bootable utilities in. Start running mem test. Show you my cool little USB drive that I've made up. Now what was it, F10 device? Still not super quick, but it's quick enough. Maybe. I wanted the boot menu, not the. Can we boot from here? Boot order. Oh, USB. Yeah. So that should automatically boot the drive. So change the exit. Yep. Notice now the screen's been on for a while, but see it a lot better. There we go. So we've got my utilities, system tools. We will do boot CD. We'll just do. Which one's the better one? That one. There we go. So we'll just let them test run for a couple of hours, or as long as it takes. See the memory. 1330. That's a strange number. That gives you CPU temp. Yeah. I thought it showed you the memory sims that it could see. Oh well. How much RAM does it see? 8 gig. That's alright. Alright, we'll let this go. See how it goes. Okay, so that's passed. No worries. So I just downloaded a HP utility diagnostics, and initially it wouldn't work, but I got it to work. So let's see how it goes. Just want to see what exactly it does. Just off the HP website. See if it automatically boots it. Oh, look at this. HP Vision Diagnostics. Memory tests. Let's do number 1. Diagnostics. Please wait. Again. Alright. Another choice of language. English. Continue. Lots of end user agreements. Who reads those? Yeah, look at this. Got like system. Troubleshoot your computer. Just got some kind of system tests. What's that? Oh, look at that. System board. Processor. Yeah, so we can check the speed. Let's do a processor speed test. Run. Running. Passed. Wow, look at that. Should we retest? No, I don't think so. System tests. Oh, look at that. So it could... Let's do 100. 10. Let's do 10. Can't do 100 apparently. Run. Look at that. Let's do all kinds of things. And speed test. Oh, there you go. Whoa. Yeah, that works. Actually sounds alright since it's being re-greased. Sounds quite nice. Alright, so just let this go, and if this passes, we'll go back into Windows and just want to install some updates and stuff, and that'll be it. Alright, so passed most of the tests. I'm going to leave it at that. I think the system's fine, to be honest. Okay, so I just quickly ran a mem test again just to be happy overnight. So it's passed, it's been running for some 11.5 hours. It's all good. I got a good feeling about it. Didn't give me any trouble installing Windows. So let's just set the BIOS and that'll be it. Okay, so what are we going to change in the BIOS? So just going to double check date and time. 30. 15. Flash the system room. Yeah, right. It's got what else we got? We're going to change the boot order. So the hard drive enter is to drag. So otherwise, some of these old BIOSes, you'd leave a USB drive plugged in that would try and boot off of it. Some hard drives are not listed in the security. Alright. No, I can bother any of that. Power management demo. The vacuum cleaner. Obviously we're going to keep it low, so it's nice and quiet. Power management, yeah, whatever. Power and options. Ooh, look at all this. Pump, 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 pump. Yeah, I don't have to worry about any of that. As long as the main thing I wanted to change was that boot from hard drive first. Because there's no way my friend's friend is going to need to play with USB boot or CD boot. Keep it simple. Plus into Windows. So all the updates are applied. It's got 22H2 plus the July patches installed. Telling you Louise's password. So quick way to see what Windows is on there. Type Winver. Enter. There you go. 22H2. Oh good, so I'm just going to box this up now, and by box I mean put the lid back on, and that is it. Base install Windows, she's just going to put Office on there and a work app. That's it. Goodbye HP. Another e-waste machine, back in service for another couple of years, a year or two. Alright, just putting a bit of this stuff on to get the sticky labels off. If you're wondering why I'm doing it like this, it's because the spray thing's broken. So this is that stuff I was saying in a previous video, is not the purifier, but this. From Arctic Clean, thermal material remover. It smells identical to this stuff, and it works identical as well in cleaning thermal paste off. So there you go, $6 or I don't know, $10 I think that little thing was. And it's like you get a lot more with that. There you go, she lives again. Hey there, you're back. So if you've watched this long, got a little hidden video clip at the end. We're going to have a look at what that noisy CD drive, what's shaking around in there. So here's some hidden content for those of you stuck around for this long, watching the incredibly interesting Ewaste find. It's not even a rebuild, clean and check I'd probably call it. Yeah, clean and check. So what is in this drive that is causing strange sounds, and it's not even opening? It's not even that old, this drive, well, compared to those other ones. Half my DVD drives here are from like 15 years ago. This one's only 13 years old. I'm just going to put this in the clip. Alright, it's better. Now you can see it. We'll just move the light. Okay. Now, what is in here? So we can actually, oh, that's right. I forgot that. You stick a thing in there and it ejects. Let's find something to stick in there. And of course I don't have a paper clip. Oh, I've got a drill bit. There we go. That'll work. 1mm drill bit. Hey. Yeah, that definitely feels broken. I remember these used to come off. Yeah, there we go. Like used to, they still do come off. Alright, that's off, so we should be able to take this off. Let's just break it off. Right, fixing it. Yeah, so what can we see? We can see that motor. I can't see anything in there that's not meant to be. Use the drill bit opening tool. So let me press that. No, it's a little latch. Ah, the belt snapped. Yeah, so we could probably rescue this drive. It's only got a, you can see that, there's like a belt in there that snapped. That's pretty typical of an old drive. That's pretty tough though. Look at that. That's not snap. Oh, there you go. But still needed a lot. Right. Could we save this drive? Probably. I've got so many of them. Is it even worth it? Probably not. But I do like to rescue things compared to throw them in the bin. So yeah, what the heck. See if we can find a rubber band for it. Some universal kit. I'm not going to reassemble it though, because then I'll have to disassemble it again. So put it over here. Feel bad if I just throw it in the bin. Yeah, it's got light scribe, so you should be able to get discs that you could draw graphics on using the drive. I never actually did that. I always thought it was a good idea though. Anyhow, that's the bonus content. There is nothing in the drive, just a broken belt. So that's it for now. Catch you next video.